So in this lab I'm going to explain you how to program to display numbers in LED display. This is pretty simple. Again, in port address 199 of the emulator, there is an LED which is already there. Okay, so which is already there, so you just have to give an out instruction with port number 199. So whatever data is available in the AL register, so that gets displayed into the LED. Okay, so in the AX register. So what you need to do is you just have to call for that, and first initially you have to initialize the LED display. So you have this command out here, and then you move first move 0 into AX register, so that so display is 0 0, and then subsequently you can put any value into AX, and then you can move it out to port 199, and you can check whether the same is being displayed or not. So in this case you have to see to it that okay, the data, you can always give positive data and also negative data, so you can give that one by one and see that the same thing is displayed in the output port. Okay, and then followed by that you can write a loop instruction out here, so that this you can write and make a loop out here, so that the number is consequent is increasing. Okay, step by step. Okay, like the count starts from 0 to 1 2 3 4, and if required, if you want to put some delay, you can insert some delay also out here, so that the number is changing after a certain amount of delay. So this is the ELP which you need to do it for your lab number 11. Okay, and now towards the end of this lab, we have been always writing programs in .com format. Okay, so there are other formats also available. So let me just give a small introduction to that. So in the .com format, so all the registers and the segments is done by the emulator itself, and even the program where it's going to start, that is going to start at an 100H, and that is also fixed by the emulator itself. So this is the smallest, easiest program, where when you call for that, so this is how it starts. This is what we have been doing till now. Once you write a program, there is even you can do it in .exe format, you can save. So when you write in .exe format, the segment stack segment should be defined. Okay, how much is the contents of, so when you're writing a big program and all, so if there is some memory constraints and all, so in that case you have a more flexibility when you are using .exe format. In this you can declare the stack segment and where it should start and what should be the total memory which should be earmarked for the stack segment. Okay, so that is .exe format, and then there is last, which is known as .bin format. So in the .bin format, and everything is programmed by you, so you need to specify the code segment, data segment, and also the CS and IP also need to be specified by you. Okay, so when you are writing a big program where you need to have the total control of the total memory which is available to you, then you can use these kind of formats to specify everything and take the total control of the memory location. Okay, so so these are the three types of files which are generally used in the emulator. So if you go to the emulator setup, okay, so one is this traffic lights, and we discussed LED display, right? So if you run this, right, so you have this display coming up here, right? So in this case it is written -56, minus some value is written here, so accordingly this negative is being displayed. So you can accordingly do that, right? So and then when you select the new, so these are the three formats which are available, right? So when I select COM, so if you see ORG 100, it starts. This is the simplest form of writing a program. And then if you view the registers, right, if you run it, and then if you see these data are all stack register and the CSIP, they're all done by the emulator itself. So there is you don't have to do anything. You can straight away start writing the program. This is what we have been doing till now. Now there is the second option out here is right, when you go you have this dot exe okay, docs dot exe template also. Now if you see here, in this you need to specify the this is the format which has come, and then if you see you have to specify the stack segment out here, and also you have to earmark the data on how much memory is required for the stack segment. Okay, so this is this gives a slightly more freedom for you about the memory which you want, how you want to organize your memory. So this is known as the .exe. And the third one, if you see, when you go for the bin option, then you need to specify everything, right? The CX, DX, all the register contents you need to specify. So there is nothing default in this. So when you are writing an .bin program, then you have the total flexibility of how you would want to organize the available memory location with you, right? So these are the things which you should know. So for the Viva part, you need to just show the LED display contents, and but these three aspects which we discussed, you might want to read it in your book or through the net, so that you there might be some questions regarding this in your exam also. Okay.